Hi guys, it's Kaytra and welcome back to theOCHSAblog. I know it's been such a long time since the last video, and I apologize, but I'm going to spare you all the explanations and, excuses. But I'm really glad to be back. I'm armed and dangerous with a new camera. I'm not sure if you noticed the new quality, but I acquired a Canon Rebel T3i and I'm very excited to own my first DSLR camera. More on that later maybe, but I'm very excited to start making videos and, vlogs and different personal projects with a high quality camera because I'm really passionate about filmmaking and other things like that. And I'm just really excited to have it. So there's a little intro for that. I hope you guys enjoy the quality. And this is just a little nugget of time I had that I wanted to touch base on some things before the end of the school year. I know this year has been not that great of an OCHSAblog year. I'm very sorry for that. Kind of fell through on some things, didn't keep some promises I made, had some really great ideas, but I actually didn't have the time to pull it off. I actually do have these written down though, so do not worry. If you have submitted an idea for the OCHSAblog, like the day at OCHSA or the, a day in the life or whatever some of you guys recommended, I have it written down and ready and I'm going to plan it out and do it really well next year. So you guys do have something to look forward to next year, including the OCHSAblog senior year, which I'm going to explain later on in the video, but I hope you guys all enjoy it. I have, as always, my little things written down on my phone. Recently, last Thursday was the end of conservatory. Now, for a lot of people that's relieving, by this time we get really stressed out and we are just done. D-O-N-E, we are done with school, we are done with conservatory, even though that's usually our favorite thing in school. Obviously, we go to an art school. All the projects are due, and then once we have conservatory over with, we get out at school every day at 1:30, which is fantastic. It's like a minimum day for the rest of the year. So that just happened, but I know it's really difficult for the seniors because it's their last day of conservatory ever, and then they're going to be graduating, going off to college, and their OCHSA experience kind of ends there, which I know is really sad and nostalgic and, exciting and like a new chapter of your life. So congratulations to all the seniors who completed conservatory. I know it must be a little bit bittersweet for most of you guys, and I know I'm going to be in the same position next year, so congratulations on that. My classes for second semester conservatory are watercolor, improv, tap, and directing. For watercolor, we finished some projects, which I am going to show you right now. So this is a watercolor master copy that I did, and it is a direct replica of a watercolor painting by Charles Demuth. And I studied him and his artwork. He's got a fantastically interesting life, so if you're interested in studying artists, I would highly recommend looking up Charles Demuth, D-E-M-U-T-H. But this took a long time. I'm very proud of this because I don't draw, I don't paint, I don't do anything that involves visual arts except for like collaging, and that doesn't take a lot of skill. So this was a very big struggle for me, but I did it and I'm excited about it. Improv, oh my gosh, I love that class so much. Mr. Bird teaches that class, and at first I love acting, that's my passion, that's what I want to go into when I'm an adult, but improv is a different beast. It is hard. It is harder than acting because, for me at least, because you have to make stuff up and be funny, and for acting you just get a script, you memorize it, and then you act it. It's like kind of a 3-part process sort of thing. So improv, a little bit intimidated by that class, but Mr. Bird helped so much. He taught us so many things that I didn't realize about improv. He's also like a really good life coach, which I wasn't expecting. The teachers at OCHSA, if you get some really good teachers, they make an impact on you for the rest of your life. And I know there are a couple of teachers that have made a drastic impact on the way I view things about the world, what I care about, what I'm passionate about. It's what's amazing about OCHSA. They have some amazing teachers, especially in conservatory. You can become more of a family with them, with your classmates and your teacher. Now, at least that's how it is integrated. I don't know how it is with other conservatories, because I'm not in other conservatories, but he just taught us about life, philosophy, like psychology, improv, some of the most poignant and funny moments of my life happened in that class. And I was just with a really good group of people. If you guys are watching, you know who you are. They cracked me up. I felt like I belonged, which is not something I experience a whole lot of the time, so I just am so grateful for that class. And I found out that we're having an advanced improv class taught by the same teacher next year for OCHSA Senior Integrated Arts. Directing, which we were all very excited about. It wasn't my favorite class, but you know, I got a lot of hands-on experience doing my directing project, which we got to write the screenplay, shoot, you know, direct and film the project ourselves and edit it. We had to figure out our own equipment and editing system. Basically, the entire process was up to us, except for you had to have 3 characters and, you know, a complete storyline between 5 and 10 minutes. So, okay, I told myself, you love filmmaking, okay? You love anything with regards to cinema, you want to go into this, put your best foot forward and see what you can accomplish. So I wrote a screenplay, I worked really hard on it. I then, you know, cast some people from my class. I ended up getting this camera. I learned how to use it. I went over to a friend's house and had them teach me how to edit and how to use like the basics of a DSLR camera. I scheduled dates to film. We filmed. I got inside sinks in the bathroom like trying to film certain angles, and I was like on the ground at one point for a shot, and you know, a teacher walked by and they kind of just looked at me and I was like, directing project, and they're like, oh, okay, and they just walked by because, you know, it's OCHSA, it's normal, right? I worked really hard, the actors worked really hard, got it together, and then the editing began, which if any of you guys edit, you know it's a beast. Editing is a beast, especially a short film project where I had different angles and cuts, and I had never done that before. I mean, for vlogs it's super easy, jump cuts, whatever, but this was sound editing and all this. Oh my god, it took me over 15 solid hours. 15 hours. I got home on a Friday, I worked all the way until like midnight, and then all day Saturday I worked. And, you know, I'm very picky and I wanted it to be as good as possible with the resources I have. I edited on like Cyberlink Power Director. I don't have a Mac, so I wasn't able to do it on Final Cut. So it was very interesting, the editing process. And I was actually really happy with the way it turned out, and it just made me so much more passionate about it. If you can put yourself through that amount of work and strife and still enjoy it afterwards, you know you love something. That's kind of my test. You're passionate about this because you put yourself through all this time and pain and hard work, and you came out the other side enjoying yourself. So I tried to put it on YouTube, and YouTube got very upset with me, and now I am in legal trouble with YouTube for violating copyright. So there's that. I'm not having fun with that, by the way, at all. I will try to figure out how to get the video up online somewhere one day so you guys can see it, but otherwise it's a no-go. Sorry, guys. Well, season finale is this Sunday, which is today, but season finale is a really cool show that OCHSA puts together that kind of highlights different conservatories, and they, you know, showcase the conservatories. It's kind of like, if we're going in order of what's a big deal as far as shows go at OCHSA, the top would be Gala, but almost no one can afford that because it's like $400 per ticket. And then the tier below that is season finale, where actually people can go and see it, and it's really good. So congrats on everyone who made it in. Finals are coming up, which I talk about in several videos, so you guys can, you know, find those if you're interested about finals, but you know, it's no big deal. It's just finals, the last week of school. We get out of school on June 13th. Yes. Summer is so close, I could almost taste it. Yeah. I am so done. I'm done. You know? Nothing personal to OCHSA, but you get super bad, like, teenager syndrome right around now. It's like, I don't want to do anything. I want to sit on the couch and watch TV and shovel food in my mouth until I pass out, and then sleep for like 40 days, basically, is how I feel. I wanted to congratulate the waitlisters who got into OCHSA, and recently they pulled some people from the waitlist and brought them to OCHSA. Or they're not actually at OCHSA, but they're gonna be going next year. So that's cool. Congratulations, guys. Well, that's kind of it for like important stuff at OCHSA, so now I'm gonna talk about the future of the theOCHSAblog. I am secretly exploding inside because the idea of being a senior makes me want to run into the deepest ocean and hide for the next 10 years. is I'm going to be reformatting this blog. And next year is going to be crazy. But I'm hoping, armed with a new camera and kind of a new outlook on things, and knowing that senior year is a very unique year out of all the years in high school and middle school and whatever, I want to give you guys something different for my last and final year on this blog. Because once I'm done with senior year, I'm going to be done with this blog. I'm going to finish it, and I'm going to leave it on YouTube so people can, I guess, listen to it. And I don't know if people want to watch it, but unfortunately some of the things are going to become irrelevant because the school is changing so dramatically each year. I'm hoping to take my camera to school a lot more, take photos, more videos of things that are happening at school, make fun little videos, make shorter, more frequent videos. I'm going to talk more about my personal experiences going through senior year, going through college admissions, the last, you know, registration day. Of course I'm going to still talk about admissions because it changes so much every year, but you know, I'm just going to keep that the same, the admissions and the registration video the same. But I'm definitely going to change everything up a little bit, make it more of a video diary to my senior year. So I went to prom. So there's me. The theme was bold and Bangkok, but they didn't really show the theme inside the, let's see if I can focus this again. They didn't really show the theme inside the prom, so that was interesting. I don't think I made a video about prom, but basically prom was really cool. A lot of fun, very hot. I think they didn't have air conditioning working that night. Everyone was drenched in sweat. Well, thank you for listening to this really long, ranty video. It was really nice to talk to you, at you, or whatever. Speak into a camera again. That sounds really weird. But anyways, thanks for watching and sticking around this long. Stay tuned for lots more to come. There may or may not be a video at the end of the year, but I will try to do one. So, talk to you guys soon. Bye! Do you see that? Go see this movie right now. Just drop whatever you're doing and go see it. And revel in the magic of Benedict Cumberbatch's voice and Chris Pine's face and Zachary Quinto's entire human being, because he's just, they're all just, can we just buy? Send help.